Advanced YouTube tips. Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian G. Pombo Live. Today we're going to be talking about advanced YouTube tips because yesterday we were talking about whether you should even be on YouTube to begin with. And what do you need to know before going in that direction? We talked some very basics about what you need to know right off the bat about getting onto YouTube as an advertiser. Now, let's talk about advanced YouTube advertising. And this is paid advertising. So anyone can get on YouTube, make free videos. Look, I'm on YouTube right now with this video. Okay? Anybody can do it. They'll let everybody on YouTube. I mean, for the most part. You know, they toss people off for no reason all the time, but they'll let you on to begin with. But let's talk about the advertising end of it. So when you start doing paid advertising, there's a whole bunch of great advantages of that. Being able to really target your audience, do a whole bunch of fabulous things. But when it comes to advanced techniques, it really gets more important that you have a reason for being there, that you have a distinct outcome you're looking to accomplish. And for a lot of people, if you're coming from any type of direct response background in advertising or marketing, you're going to say, well, yeah, duh. But honestly, I've worked with client after client after client and prospective clients. The most common flaw in a YouTube campaign is that they don't know what they want to achieve with it. It's funny, isn't it? I mean, you would think you would know what you're doing before you start putting money down. But people will spend money year after year after year, week after week, day after day on any platform, especially online platforms, and think that they're accomplishing something, but not have a real clear idea about what that is that they're trying to accomplish, not have a measurable metric, something specific that you're looking for the audience to do. So here's the two main things you're going to want to look for right off the bat, because you've got the media chosen. Okay, you've already decided you wanted to use YouTube, but you may want to rethink that after you really get a clear idea of who you're looking to reach and what you're wanting them to do. So in previous episodes, we've talked a lot about the three things that you got to do: having a market, a message, and letting that determine your media. But if you're already in the media and you're determined to get that media to work for you, you got to get real clear on who you're looking to reach and what do you want them to do. What specifically do you want them to do? It's not, I want them to see me, I want them to watch me, I want them to like me, because you can't measure that. You're always going to get someone to see you. That doesn't mean they're actually paying attention. It doesn't mean they like what they're seeing. Have something specific you want them to do. You want them to go to a website. You want them to call a phone number. You want them to you want them to purchase something. You want them to download something. It doesn't matter what it is. What matters is that you have a metric to begin with, and you begin testing it to see if you can get the right person to do the right thing. It's as simple as that. If you can get that down, then it just comes down to dialing in the strategies. The techniques are basic. It's going to be the same thing for a beginner that it is for someone that's more advanced. And you can get into more details, but it's more strategic details. It's more long-term details. If you understand who are you trying, and it could be more than one type of person. It could be wanting to do more than one type of thing. But that's what you need in order to do the more advanced stuff. You have to have that clearly dialed in, and it's got to get clearer and clearer through time. So one campaign of videos has to tell you more so that you can get more and more definite on the next campaign of videos. And so on and so on and so on. These are simple principles that get missed 9 times out of 10. Now, honestly, I've seen it with some of the largest companies. Actually, the larger the company, the larger the corporation, the more bureaucracy involved, the more people involved, the less likely it's going anywhere definitive. I've seen it too often, and that the formula tends to be the case every time. Now, there are large companies out there that know what they're doing. But they tend to be companies that already have a direct response background. And what's direct response? It's advertising and marketing that measures a direct response from the viewer, the reader, the listener of the advertising or marketing. So that measurable ability, if they already have that built in, then they already know what the next steps are. What I tend to do is I tend to come in and point out what needs to be fixed. They already know there's something wrong. So if you don't know that there's something wrong, if you're very happy about what you're doing, keep going. Don't bring any outside people in, because if you bring someone in like me, we're gonna ruin your parade. We're gonna totally rain on it, and we're gonna tell you, hey, you know, you might want to have a reason why you're doing this, so that you have a reason why I'm here, so that I can help you out here. So, these are basic things, but just most often, if you find yourself in a situation where you're doing something and then you say, wait a second, why are we doing this? Why are we spending all this time, money, resources doing this? If you start questioning yourself on that, personally, I believe you're on the right track. And you shouldn't feel bad about it. You just need to step back and go, okay, that's most people do this. That's what Brian's telling me. Most people end up going this direction anyways. So now where do we go from here? How do we go about fixing it? How do we make the money go for us? And how do we reach the people we want to go after? That's what it's all about. Hey, hopefully that's helpful to you. Go check out brianjpombo.com for more tips, suggestions on both tactics, strategies, and just downright principles on things that can help you move your business forward. We'll be back here tomorrow. We'll see you then. In the meantime, get out there and let the magic happen.